everybody! This morning I was going through my makeup drawers looking for a few things that I've either been meaning to throw away or return to the store, and I thought I should totally do a video about this. So I've got a few things here that haven't quite worked out for me, and I figured I'd show you so you can decide if they'll be right for you too, or completely wrong. The first one that I've been kind of meaning to get rid of is this trim eyelash curler that I picked up at, I think, Walmart or Walgreens. I got it a few weeks ago because it's actually pretty small, so I thought it would be a good curler for my eyes because they're so narrow. And I used it one time and decided never again. You can't really see it except in extreme close-up pictures, but there is a little sharp edge along the top bar right here that I'm a little bit afraid will maybe cut off all of my eyelashes, and that is the exact opposite of what I want. And it also is starting to cut into the pad right here after just one use, which is completely unbelievable. It should last at least, 6 months or so before the pad needs to be replaced. So luckily for me, this was only like $2 or something like that. I'm not even going to bother taking it back. I'm just going to pitch it. But maybe I'll put up some pictures on the blog later to show you, exactly what the difference is between this curler and some of the other curlers that I have that I like a lot better. The next one that I've got was actually a sample from my Sample Society box, which I really like. I'm usually pretty impressed with the products that they send, but this one just didn't quite work out for me. It's the Jane Iredale Pure Lash Extender and Conditioner, which is a little lash primer. Tiny little thing. But it just, I'm not feeling it. The product inside is very, very wet, which is usually not the kind of formula that I go for on my lashes. And the brush has the rows of bristles pretty far apart. So the net effect of all that is that it clumps every few lashes together and just makes them look really spidery and caterpillary. And my eyes end up being covered in white goo, which is not really an attractive look. And it doesn't dry clear either. It stays white, so you have to wear mascara over it. And it's just, basically I don't like anything about it. So that also is going to go into the trash can. Another one that I bought and didn't really fall in love with is the Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch Highlighting Concealer, which I have in the color Nude. I got this because I was looking for something to highlight the little bags under my eyes because the skin is starting to get a little bit saggy right there. And this color isn't really great for that. It's a little bit yellow toned. Let's see if you can see that. Nope. It's a little bit beigey yellow, so it doesn't work really that well for highlighting. And it's thick and sort of dry, and I found it really drying in that area of my skin. So I don't have the receipt for this anymore, unfortunately, or even remember where I got it. It was either Walgreens or maybe CVS. But it's gonna just make its sad little way into the trash also. Fortunately, I do have the receipt for this one. It is the Revlon Colorburst Matte Balm in the color Unapologetic, which I had read a lot of people raving about these, and I decided to try it out. And this color was, I think, one of the prettiest ones they have. It's a gorgeous, warm pinky coral, but You know, even though it's really pretty, and it actually swatches really nicely too, on my lips it just is a complete disaster. It applies patchily, it sinks into all the lines and all of the flakes on my lips if they're a little bit dry, and it just doesn't look good at all. The other problem that I have with it is the scent. It's a very strong minty chewing gum scent, and it doesn't wear off. The longest I wore this was for about an hour and a half because I was trying to see if it would, you know, settle in a little bit as it warmed up, and it didn't. And the scent doesn't wear off. So I could smell that the whole time, and when I ate I could taste it on top of my food, and it just was unpleasant. So that is going back to Walgreens with me today. I also have something that is not a thing that didn't work for me, but it was a complete accident to even get it in the first place. And that is the Dior Extreme Addict lip gloss in number 643. And it is a beautiful, gorgeous corally color with lots of sparkles in it. But I didn't actually mean to get the gloss. I wanted the lipstick in the same color, and the girl at the counter gave me the wrong one. I haven't even opened it because I don't wear lip gloss. It wears off too fast, and it's usually a little bit sticky, and my hair gets caught in it if I'm in any kind of wind. So I didn't open it. I don't want them to have to throw it away. So that's just going to go back, and I'm going to get the lipstick instead. And the last one, which I already did a review of this on the blog, I'll link that in the description. The last one that's going back today with me is the NARS Matte Multiple in Altai. I got this because I wanted to see if it would be good for contouring. I'm always on the lookout for a good contour product because they're so hard to find, and I thought, oh, it's matte. Maybe they'll finally come out with something that is a good contour color. And I was wrong. It's a really nice formula for the face. I'm not convinced that I love how it feels on my lips. But the undertones of it are just very kind of yellow-orange, and it doesn't mimic shadows at all. It's also a little bit light on my skin tone for contouring. So that's a bust. I could probably use it for bronzer, but I usually go for even a cooler toned bronzer than this, just because they tend to oxidize orange on me. So I don't really have a use for this. I don't think it's a bad product, but it's just not doing it. I may get the Matte Multiple in Cyan instead because I think that's a really pretty red, but I'm not sure that I can really justify to myself the price for a stick cream blush, since I already have a few cream blushes and I may not be able to finish them before they expire. So we'll see. I'll take that back and I'll look around and I'll see what calls to me, and what I get to replace it. So that is all the stuff that just was a complete fail for me lately, which is more than usual. I don't take stuff back very often because I try to research stuff pretty relentlessly before I buy it. And these were all, well, with the exception of the Dior gloss, they were all kind of spur of the moment buys that I got, you know, just blindly, or things that, like the NARS Multiple, things that just came out, so there weren't really any reviews yet. So that is the importance of doing your research, I suppose. So that's it. If you want, leave in the comments things that you've returned lately, and we'll see you soon. Bye!